Hey everybody, how's it going? So tonight what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going to fish a bridge. We're going to be changing it up a little bit, do some land base. I have 3 setups with me. I have an artificial, and then I have a lighter setup for bottom fishing with some squid, and then I have another setup that I'm going to use those mullet that I caught the other day that ended up dying. I'm still going to use them. But I'll fish those on the bottom as well for some bridge snook or tarpon or even Goliath if they're out there. But yeah, I'll catch you guys on the bridge, and we'll see what happens. Hope you guys enjoy. All right, guys. So we're out here now, and we're gonna take one of these squids. We're just gonna start fishing with the light rig first. We're gonna have the squid on the bottom. What I do is I take my hook here, kind of fold up the squid, get it through once, at least twice. If I can a third time, that's great, but you don't need to. And what my setup here is I have an ounce weight with a bead, a little swivel to, I think this is 20-pound leader, and then a little hook here with the squid. What I'm going to do is just cast it out as far as I can. And this current might be a little bit too fast for this weight. I may have to go up. All you want here is just your weight on the bottom. Yeah, between the wind and the current, I don't know if this weight's enough. So while I have that on, I'm going to throw the artificial around a little bit and see if anything is looking to bite. Alright, so as soon as I set the rod down, I started getting hits. Nope. Alright, let me throw it back out. You should be able to feel your weight hit the bottom. And then once you do that, you just cut, oh, I'm getting hits. Once you do that, you just kind of keep pressure, and you can feel them hitting it. I don't know if you guys can see my rod tip, but yeah, you'll feel them nibbling at it, and then kind of go from there. If you know it's small, then oh, I think he missed it. I don't know. Or I missed him, I guess. Got a weed fish. So the good thing that I like about squid is it lasts forever on your hook. When you're using shrimp or cut bait or anything like that, you tend to have to put it on after every fish, or you know, even when you're not catching fish, it'll just fall off the hook. The squid stays on the hook really, really well. These must be small. guess pretty good. Let's see what this is. Oh, that's a little mud. He felt bigger than he was. But you can see, I mean, even after that, that squid's still on there, ready to go. Oh, he just threw up a little crab. Pretty little fish, the blues, the orange, the red. And the way that you could tell the difference between a mutton and a lane snapper is they look pretty much identical, but their anal fin. Muttons have a pointy anal fin, lane snappers have a rounded anal fin. Because a lot of people take undersized muttons, and that's, you know, not good for conservation, but just such a pretty fish. See, I'm already getting hit again. That was the next cast, same bait. Oh. And I am using a little bit bigger of a hook than I would, you know, normally use for a rig this light. But I kind of just want to keep some of the bycatch away. Let some of the smaller fish nibble at the squid, but not have to reel them all the way in and cast it back out. I'd rather it be, if I hook something, it's going to be something at least kind of somewhat decent. Alright, I'm going to walk down here, see if I can cast next to this piling here and see if there's anything hanging around. It's funny because this is the rig I've used since that my dad taught me back 29 years ago, and I still use it today and it still works. And it's funny because when I first started pier fishing again as an adult, all the guys are like, oh, squid's outdated, nobody uses squid anymore, it's all about shrimp. But I'll tell you what, it still catches fish and it's easy to use, it's less frustrating, so I still use it. Oh, I had a bite there. See if we can get a keeper mangrove off this bridge or off this piling. There's got to be stuff down here that is decent size. Thank you. All right. Let's see what these are. Looks really small. Oh, that's a lane snapper. Oh, perfect. So I can show you what the difference is. So see how they kind of have the orange, the red, the spot, but his anal fin is rounded there. I believe these only need to be, oh, don't quote me. I think it's either 8 or 10 inches to keep. Muttons, I think, have to be 18. So you don't want to go taking a fish and then FWC stops you and you're in a world of hurt, because usually they don't take that kind of stuff too lightly. Did I have one? I don't know. Alright. I'm gonna throw one of those mullets out if they're thawed out enough, and hopefully we'll catch up a size. Alright. So we got a 4-ounce egg weight fish finder rig with 80-pound monoliter with the mullet. He's still a little frozen. Maybe they'll want a popsicle, I don't know, mullet popsicle. I'll set this guy out right here and let's throw this artificial out a little bit too, see if we can get anything. Alright, so as we're waiting, I'm just going to kind of go over my little pier setup. This thing, I think I just typed in beach cart on Amazon. It's called the VUDU, I don't know. But what I do is I keep my cooler, my tackle box. If I bring a bucket to the pier for like live bait, I'll throw a bucket on top, but that way I just have lug this around and then my rods and I'm good to go. You don't have to go crazy carrying a tackle box and, you know, all that other stuff. And then I just throw, you know, if I have a cooler or a bucket, I'll throw all my bait in there if I bring frozen bait, or I'll just buy it at the pier and throw it in the cart. But it's super light, super easy to move around, and I found it way easier than carrying everything separately. And this one actually has like really good wheels on it and a good locking. Like, you know, when I have it in my truck bed, I load it up, throw it in my truck bed, and it's, you know, been awesome. I hope it lasts, because it was pretty cheap. I think it was like under 50 bucks, which a lot of those are like 100 plus. So it was a great deal, and came in a couple days to my house, and so far so good. So if you're looking for something like that, just, I mean, Amazon, that VUDU beach cart, that's what I typed in, and it works really well. Alright, so I just freaking got that mullet all the way out there. Hopefully, if there's any tarpon or anything rolling through Snook, they'll come eat that up. And then if that's not working, I'll use that same rig for a Goliath. They're around here, so had a couple buddies telling me how to do that here, so we'll give that a whirl and see what happens. Alright, we're fishing with that squid again. Oh my god, that friggin' bumped. Still getting hit. Alright. I swear I'm not going freaking crazy. Alright, so downsize the hook a little bit. Let's figure out this conundrum. Goodness gracious. All right. There's a, feels a little better, but my finger keeps slipping off the reel. Oh, it's a giant grunt. No, it's not really a giant, but they're pretty fish too. Got these blues on their face. The rest of them was a little not so pretty, but that blue. No, another little grunt. See if you can hear him. Oh man. Oh, a little mangrove. All right. Oh. Is it? No. I don't know what that is. It's not a... No, I don't think that's a mangrove. All right. I'll have to look that one up. I think I have something. Maybe? Oh yeah. Our little lane. Oh no, this is baby mutton. Alright, feels like a little better fish. Ooh, like a way better fish. I need a little bigger mutton. Now he's not fighting. A little better mutton. Man, it's such a pretty fish. Yeah. I got like a 8-inch dead mullet on the bottom. Huh? Nah, man, it's all right. Are you sure? Oh, all right. Thank you, dude. I appreciate you. I'll tell you what, from where I came from, people are so much nicer up here. Anytime I've been out here, you meet just like nice people. It's crazy how the world is just in a different place, doing the same thing. Everyone wants to catch fish, and a lot of people are nasty about it. But up here, people are really nice, which is nice to see.
I caught a here before. It was like my last bait, and I was like, man, I figured something going home.
Yeah? Well, right there is the epitome of learning with me, because I've never fished with croakers, and that guy was nice enough to give me one. So I got a live croaker on now, and he said I should do pretty well with it, so we'll see. I've actually never even seen it. Oh no, I have. They fish with them at the pier, but yeah. So let's see if I can get anything to bite the old croaker. Alright, so I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown of kind of the little like pier rules, I guess, I've learned over the years. The biggest is, you know, there's a lot of people on a pier. You want to, you want to make sure that yourself and you don't hook other people, because nobody likes that. That's horrible. So, you know, don't go just free swinging your baits over your shoulder, and you know, you could hook someone walking or somebody fishing behind you, and that's never fun. And then you feel bad, or they get mad at you. But that, you know, if somebody's sitting there fishing, don't go jump on their spot. Let's see, there's another lane. See that fin right there, rounded. That one? They're all over here, man. Yeah, it's 18. You know, don't go jumping on people's spot. You know, be courteous. It's hard to watch, you know, people catch fish and don't go crossing over their lines trying to go for the same fish if, you know, they're first. Let them have their spot. It's limited real estate over there, so, you know, kind of once people get a spot, they kind of hunker down and don't go too far from that spot. So, but yeah, I mean, the big thing is just like, you know, you wouldn't want somebody jumping on your spot if you're trying to catch a fish that you see, or whatever the case is. If they're schooling, you know, there's going to be kind of a free-for-all. You know, if you got a bunch of schooling jacks or bluefish or mackerel or whatever it is, you know, that's a little different. But, you know, just be courteous. Keep your eyes on your equipment too, because people will go out there and steal your stuff, and that's no fun either. But yeah, I mean, everyone's there to catch fish and have a good time, and you know, you just got to be courteous. Man, I don't know if the camera will show how pretty that sunset is. Oh my goodness gracious, I'm getting hit on right now, but I don't care. Let me take my glasses off. Goodness gracious, that is beautiful. That's another thing about fishing that I love, is you get to see things that, you know, most people don't get to enjoy. A nice sunset, a nice sunset on the water. Must feel a little better. You know, this is paradise, you know. Oh, he's not that big. He was just going against the current. Oof. But yeah, look at that. That's just trying to see what you guys are seeing. That's just like postcard beautiful. Man, it's nice to just take a second and take these kinds of things in every now and then. Everyone gets into the hustle and bustle of life and work and house chores and all that stuff, but when you take a second and look around and appreciate the little things, it's awesome. Alright, so I wasn't recording for a little bit. I caught a keeper size mangrove. I just gave to the guy that gave me the croaker. Oh. I think I'm gonna fish for Goliaths here. I'm gonna check on that croaker, put my headlamp on, and see what's going on down there. All right, guys. Well, we're all done. We didn't catch any big fish, but you know, it was still fun. You know, get back to basics, and you know, all the fish that I caught, those mutton, the mangrove, those lane snapper, the grunt, they were all on like a really light setup. So they were still fighting pretty good. And, you know, it was fun to kind of get back to basics and do the things that I learned how to do when I was learning how to fish with my dad. You know, he taught me all this stuff that I'm doing right now. So it's cool to get back to basics and take the stress and the craziness out of fishing and just go sling some squid over a railing and, you know, catch what you can. So yeah, no, I hope you guys enjoyed and learn that you don't need a big crazy boat or whatever to get out and go fish. And you know, you can have just as much fun on a public dock, basically. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see next time, and I'll see you on the water.